this historical marker. Historic Oxford was first incorporated as a town February 7, 1852 in Benton County. Oxford's second incorporation was approved February 21st, 1860 in Calhoun County. Long before this territory was settled, in quotes, it was inhabited by Creek Indians. In the time that the Creek Indians were leaving, Sylvanus Simmons and Dudley Snow came and settled north and south of present-day Choccolocco Street. The first post office, located in the home of Dudley Snow, served the town known then as the Lick Skillet. Oxford's valuable contribution to the Confederacy in the war between the states was a cavalry company, the Dudley Snow Rangers, organized here in 1862 and mustered into service by Colonel John Tyler Morgan. The Alabama-Tennessee River Railroad was the first to lay its tracks in Oxford sometime between 1859 and 1862. The Oxford Iron Company, organized November 1862, mined iron ore and manufactured pig iron. Its furnace was burned by the federal troops April 23, 1865. Through the years, Oxford has grown, creating memories for its citizens, adopting the slogan, Crossroads of the Future. This is Oxford, Alabama. Let's get it. Good morning, good people. This is P9, and I am here in Oxford, Alabama, which is a city located in Calhoun County primarily, but it also spans Talladega and Cleburne County as well. So this is the Oxford Performing Arts Center right here, this building. As I approach downtown Oxford. Now, Oxford's population, as of the 2020 census, was 22,069. And Oxford's one of the principal cities of the Anniston-Oxford metropolitan area. So, Anniston is the twin city to Oxford. And it was founded in the early 1850s. And the first city in Calhoun County to be incorporated. And it was incorporated in 1852. But since 1970, Oxford has annexed large amounts of land to the south and west. So it's a pretty nice sized city, land-wise. And it's also a relatively fast growing city. Since the 2020 census, or from the 2020 census to the, since the 2010 census, it grew 3.4%. And from 2010 census, from 2000 census, there was a 46% increase in population. So basically, Oxford has experienced a massive population growth going all the way back to 2000. And here is downtown. Gonna walk this way down Main Street. I'm at the corner of Choccolocco Street and Main Street. And And this building right here that's occupied by Alpha Insurance Company was originally the Oxford Post Office, as you can see right here. 1915 was the year that it was built. So this building used to be a post office right here. Go back down this way. This is Choccolocco Street. And here you have a nice little mural that sits at the side of this building. Nice little painting right here. I see why this city is consistently growing, because look how well developed their downtown is. And it's a nice mural right here. Greetings for Main Street, historic Main Street, Oxford, Alabama. So there's a social media tags at historic Main Street, Oxford, established 1852, as I mentioned earlier. Now this building right here was originally the Thompson Grocery Warehouse, and it was built in 1887. Located at 19 West Choccolocco Street. And now it looks like it's occupied by what's called a territorium. So I'm guessing this might be a haunted house of some sort. And check this out right here. Looks like these little iron or steel. This looks like some iron made wheels right here. Oh, wow, this is pretty cool. Is this supposed to be like some type of amusement park or some type of ride or something? I'm not sure what this is right here. This looks like a mini amusement park right here in the parking lot outside of this building right here. Again, it's called a territorium. Looks like a Ferris wheel right here in front of it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. The design of this building is pretty cool, man. Again, it goes back to 1877 when it was built, or 1887. So it's pretty cold outside right now. In the high 40s. I think it's approximately 45, 46, 47 degrees, somewhere around there. Last time I checked, it was like around 46 degrees. And this right here is the Oxford Senior Citizen Center. And this building was built in 1885. And this building right here that's occupied by an Ultimate Bakery and Pet Boutique. This building was built in 1884. and it was originally occupied by the Button-Shawn Drug Company. So it was originally occupied by the Button-Shawn Drug Company. So it was a drugstore back in the late 1800s. And this building right here was occupied. This building right here was occupied by the First National Bank, as you can see. We had the groundskeepers out early this morning, tending to the lawn over there. Excuse me. And this is the Oxford City Schools System building. Wonder what the real estate, like as far as the housing and things of that nature, I wonder how much that's going for out here in Oxford. But check this out. This is the First Baptist Church of Oxford. So it looks like a pretty nice building over there. They have a little gazebo over here. Gazebo with decked out in the Christmas lights. And check this out. Check this marker out right here. This is called Simmons Park. The town of Oxford was first incorporated by the Alabama legislature in 1852. The original boundaries included a 1 square mile area enlarged in 1860. Oxford became active as a cotton and trading center, but during the Civil War growth slowed. And in 1865, Union soldiers burned almost all of the downtown buildings. 12 buildings built before 1855 remain. The Simmons Park, given to the city in 1870, was a wagon yard for farmers selling cotton in 1860, presented by the Oxford Arts Council in 1996. Okay. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this is Simmons Park right over here. It used to be a wagon yard. This area right here used to be a wagon yard that sold cotton dating back to 1860. But with that in mind, good people, this concludes the downtown portion of Oxford, but there's more to see, so stay tuned. More of the city I'm gonna check out. Still here in Oxford, getting some driving footage now. It's warm enough in here. Let me turn that heat off. Just passed by Oxford High School and the Oxford High School football stadium. Getting ready to turn down Highway 78. Now get ready to turn down 21 South, Highway 21 South. So as you can see on my left, looks like they're in the process of constructing a quick trip. Right here on my right, it's a construction site. That's a future site of a quick trip gas station. So that's further evidence of the continued growth of Oxford. I'm over here on Recreation Drive. I just passed by a baseball field. So this is like the Oxford Recreation Center. They have a baseball field on the right. They have a batting cage on the left. So this park looks relatively modern. And check this out over here. I'm not sure what that is over here. I don't know if you guys could see it. But it's like a walking trail. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. I was talking about a few minutes ago. It looks like some ramps are over here at this park. I don't know if it's going to be a skateboard park or what that is under construction. Looks pretty cool though. Again, all of that back there are the baseball fields. But I had to get out and check out that park, the little skate park right there, because this is a walking trail. And this right here is called Liberty Park. And it's the marker right here for Liberty Park that was completed in 2016. So in essence, it's dedicated to the citizens of Oxford, Alabama, and it's built in remembrance to those who served in the domestic and foreign wars. And there goes the seal right here. Underneath this gazebo is the seal of Oxford, Alabama. And here's a area right here, seating area. Excuse me. This is Oxford's Veterans Memorial Park. And here are the tombstones of different military personnel. It's a really nice little memorial right here that was built by the city. They even have a historical marker right here dedicated to Seaman Second Class George Ingram. He was only 23 years old when he passed away during the Pearl Harbor attack in December 7th, 1941. And there was a American destroyer that was built in 1943 in his honor called the USS George Ingram. And he received a multitude of medals. The Purple Heart, Navy Commendation, Medal for Heroism, Combat Action Ribbon, Navy Good Conduct, and a whole lot more. Bronze Star, Victory Medal, all of that. George Ingram, 1918, 1941. Shout out to him. And this Veterans Memorial Park and Liberty Park all sits right outside of the Oxford Civic Center. It's nice right here. All the seals for all the military branches, and there goes the eagle, of course. But yeah, there goes the Oxford Civic Center right over here. So Oxford sits in northeast Alabama, so you're going to have the hills and the high elevation roads and things of that nature. And I forgot to mention earlier that the Oxford Anniston metro area is now the second largest metro area in the northeastern section of Alabama. So you can definitely tell by all the development and the rapid growth. Of course, Huntsville metro area is the largest metro area in the northeastern part of Alabama. So, you know, so that's basically Huntsville and Madison metro area. Huntsville, Madison, Decatur. But Anniston and Oxford is like right on his trails. Oh, they have a family fun center right here. Big time entertainment, indoor kart racing. Okay. Okay, cool. And they have this tower right here. That's a pretty historical landmark right here in Oxford. I'm on the main drag in Oxford. It's called Hamrick Drive. I just passed Oxford City Hall. And as far as retail, you have the Quintard Mall. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's called the Quintard Mall. It's spelled Quintard. This mall looks like it's been here for quite some time. This is one of the retail centers right here in Oxford. Okay, so this mall was opened in 1970. Wow. So it's been here for over 50 years, as you can tell. So you can probably tell by the outside of it. But this is one of the major retail centers right here. I just read a sign that says they have a space for lease. So I'm pretty sure they probably have a bunch of vacant spaces for lease in that in the mall. A lot of these malls are pretty much things of the past. Like a lot of these malls are being replaced with outdoor open air shopping areas. The enclosed malls are pretty much kind of like pretty much antiquated to an extent. I mean, yes, you do have the Mall of America and the River Chase Mall in Birmingham, which are enclosed malls that are really nice and still have a lot of people come and shop there, and it's basically like an entertainment area, so to speak, other than shopping. But these enclosed malls, it's a lot of them that are being shuttered. Some that are dead malls, some of them that have already been already been demolished and whatnot. So just hopped on I-20 East. So now I'm in the commercial district of Oxford. I'm going to show you the other retail area of the city of Oxford. It's called the Oxford Exchange. So a lot of big box, big chain spots over here. You know, your Targets, your Hobby Lobbies, you know, they have a Best Buy, Dick's Sporting Goods. They also have a ton of restaurants out here. Even a Publix. And not only do you have the shopping area, but you have good views of those hills right here. So this is the Oxford Exchange over here. If you like barbecue, they have a Jim and Nick's barbecue right there on the right. So it's tons of retail space over here. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of these enclosed malls are being phased out in favor of either open air shopping centers or major retail districts like Oxford Exchange, you know. If you ask me, my opinion on it, I feel like they should keep I think they should hold on to some of these retail centers, specifically the enclosed malls, because a lot of those enclosed malls, they rent space out to like the smaller businesses. And a lot of those enclosed malls too are located kind of like in like middle class to lower class areas where, you know, people that are within that income bracket could afford to shop there, as opposed to, you know, why take away those and, you know, open up these retail centers in like higher income areas, making it harder for the lower income residents to have access to it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's basically my opinion on it. I'm not too big of a fan of enclosed malls being closed, but hey, we just have to, I guess you just have to adjust to the times, adapt to the times and whatnot. So, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day, right? And I think it'll benefit small businesses more too by keeping the enclosed malls open. Just my opinion. Just wanted to give my, 2 cents on that particular topic. But that will conclude Oxford's vlog. I just wanted to get a little tour of the city, walk downtown, checked out the city park, and did a little driving in the area. So moving on to the next city and town here in Alabama. So with that in mind, guys, I appreciate you for tuning in. If you like the video, please hit the like button. And those that are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell. That way you get notified each and every time P9 drops a new vlog. And with that in mind, people, thanks for watching, and see you guys on the next one. Peace.